Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting East Coast Honda, and I'm checking out the redesigned 2019 Honda HR-V Sport. This is the sport trim level. This particular one's an all-wheel drive model, and it has some cool features to show off, so let's go ahead and check it out. This HR-V is sitting on 225/50 Continental tires, wrapped around 18-inch alloy wheels with a matte black. It also has four-wheel disc brakes with ventilated disc rotors in the front and solid disc rotors in the back. The name of this color is Milano Red, and the sun's shining so we can see the color, but also the smoked chrome here in the center portion, and then you have gloss black here on the grille and at the base there at the bottom. Flat black or matte black around the fog lights. You also have a portion of gloss black above the headlights. And the headlights have black bezels in there. It does have a lot of chrome in there as well, just kind of combination there. The daytime running lights are powered by LEDs, underscoring the headlights, which are powered by halogen bulbs. Now they have a projector tube for your low beams and a reflector for your high beams, and the fog lights are powered by halogen bulbs in reflector housings. So looking at the profile of the vehicle, now one thing I noticed that the side portion, the plastic around the wheel wells and the base right in here is gloss. Around the wheel wells and around the front of the vehicle is all gloss, which is different from most other vehicles that have the black around the base of the vehicle. So it stands out for sure. Now the wheels are a matte black, so if that was gloss, I think that would be a little bit better, but it still blends in pretty good. You do have a matte black blending in the pillars there for the windows. Has body colored handles, but it does have a gloss black side mirror. So a combination of black and red here. And you have a little bit of aluminum popping out on the wheels. That's the only thing that really matches these roof rails, because they have that same aluminum color. This is what the key looks like. It's a fairly traditional key. It does have some buttons here, lock and unlock, the ability to unlock the trunk, and a panic buttons. Let's go ahead and push that panic button and see what it sounds like. Here's the inside of the passenger side door, and you can see it's mostly black except for the handle. Soft touch fabric up in here, and then you have a vinyl soft touch surface around your arm. And then you have the hard plastics at the bottom. Manually adjusted seat here on the passenger side. And it black cloth seats. A little bit of a stitching, contrast stitching there, not much. But overall, a good height of the seat and comfort. This portion of the dash is hard touch, and then this is soft touch. It's kind of like a rubbery type material. Check out the legroom. Has some tapering or shifting over here, and then right here is like a little spot. But other than that, it's wide open. Take a look in the glove compartment. Smooth plastic on the inside. In the side of the back door, very similar to the front, with the cloth portion up here, vinyl and hard plastics. Now the back seat is basically a bench seat, but it does have some other properties. I'll show you in just a minute. The back of the passenger side seat has a pocket. You have a power supply there at the base with a little cup holder, slight hump in the center, but plenty of legroom, even when the seats are all the way back. Okay, so the seats actually have two positions, so cargo positions. One, I can lift it up. Now this is a 60-40 split, so if I just lift it up like so, push this down, it locks it in place. So now I have this vertical storage space without interfering with the cargo space in the back. So if I have a tall plant or something like that, I can put it right here, or just generally use this as a cargo space while still maintaining passenger space on the other side. There's also space under the seats for cargo at all times, until you fold the seat down. Now watch what happens when I pull the seat down to add to the cargo space in the trunk area. So I fold this down, watch that seat move down. See how it goes down? It sandwiches itself all the way down to the floor to give you the best possible room and cargo space without wasting space. And you can also do this while still maintaining passenger space. So the versatility in the cargo space in the second and behind the seat in the normal cargo space is fantastic. You can add to your normal cargo space. You have supplemental cargo space up here as well. Looking at the back of the vehicle, it has a little shark fin antenna here and body colored. Third brake light is at the top of the glass, powered by LEDs. Your bulbs in the back are standard bulbs for your tail lights. Backup camera is slightly offset right in here. Gloss black bumper. You also have a smoked chrome right in there. And the badging is all in chrome. Be pretty cool if it was smoked chrome as well. You have a chrome exhaust tip here on the right side, so the exhaust is kind of visible. So let's go ahead and open up this hatch. It's really easy to open up. Okay, so if you have all the seats occupied with passengers, this is your cargo space, which is really good, I think. Especially being a hatchback, it's easy to get to, easy to, get underneath it. So if it's raining or something, keeps the weather out. It does have some tie downs there on all corners. Also a light that you can turn on or off. And then this lifts up, and you have a full size, or should I say full diameter, spare tire with tools. You also even have a tow hook, and I guess you can wedge some stuff around the tire if you need some extra cargo space. Now folding these seats down, you can fold, like I mentioned before, one or the other to maintain passenger space while you're adding to your cargo space, or you can fold both of them down and really have a wide open spot back here. So if you made it this far in the video, this is where I have a giveaway, so you may be able to win this. This is a high road trash stash car litter bag. It mounts on hangs on the back or front seat or wherever you want to put it, and gives you a spring-loaded little trash can that is leak-proof. So you can throw all your junk in there on a long trip, and it's not going to spill out anywhere. But anyways, this is a free gift basically to the winner in this particular video. So all you have to do, and check it out, lots of cool features here. All you have to do is say, I have some trash to stash. I have some trash to stash. Just say that in the comments section. Please be a subscriber. Please rate and share the video and say, I have some trash to stash, and I'll pick a winner in 2 weeks. I'm going to wait 2 weeks so that way everybody has a chance to make their comment, and I'll pick a winner in 2 weeks. It has a locking fuel door, and it's on the driver's side, and it has a traditional cap, a tether, and a place to hang the cap on the inside of the door. So let's go ahead and start it up. You can see the gauges are completely blacked out. That's pretty neat. So this is the traditional key where you put it in and turn it. Here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat. You can see the floor mat hooks in place in 2 places. Pedals are a pretty cool looking. It has the raised rubber grips on the aluminum background. Nice. And a footrest here. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. To open the hood, there is a little latch to the left of the center right in here. Just reach in, move it to the right, and lift up. Now it does require a prop to hold it up. There's your prop, and it goes right here. Under the hood, you can see the seal around the outside there. Also the insulation on the under portion. It's a fairly light hood, so I'm assuming it's aluminum or something. Then you also have the seal across the back. And this seals up the engine bay for airflow, but also for noise isolation. You also have insulated battery, partially insulated firewall, and the strut towers are braced in to the ACE body structure. And I like the fact it's not covered up with a big plastic cover, so you can actually see the engine. So you can see the 4 coil packs is a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine, and the exhaust is in the front, and the intake is there in the back. So the hot air able to flow underneath the vehicle. That's where the seals around the hood kind of helps out with that, directing the air under. And this is paired to, this is 141 horsepower, by the way, 1.8 liter 4-cylinder, and it's paired to a CVT, continuously variable transmission. The inside of the driver's side door is just like the passenger side, except for it has a few more buttons. There's your power windows. The driver is 1 touch down and 1 touch up. The rest of them you have to hold the button. Door lock controls, side mirror adjustments are here. You just pick a side and adjust it with that little pad. So the driver has a manually adjusted seat as well as the passenger, but the driver has something special, and that's a height adjustment. So right there you're able to raise and lower the seat. Right now it is at its lowest position. To the left of the steering column, you have an eco button to get the best gas mileage possible if you drive it correctly. And then you have your tire pressure monitoring system. You can reset that, like if you rotate the tires or adjust the inflation or whatever. And then you have the off button for your traction control. Default is on, but you can turn it off in case you need to spin tires. And then you have a tilt and telescoping steering column that you block in place with this. So to unlock it, you just pull it towards you, push it to lock it back in place. Okay, sitting in the driver's seat, checking it out. I have the seat all the way back, all the way down, and I'm 6 feet tall. Give you an idea of the leg room. I'd probably, this may be my position. I could pull it up a little bit more, but overall it's really comfortable right here. So the steering wheel is a leather wrap steering wheel. And I like the fact that it has these little holes here that you can see through. Gloss black on the outside. Cruise control is here on the right side. You also have paddle shifters in a gloss black back here. Here on the left side, you have your volume for your radio, change through your tracks or your radio station here and here, and then you have your source, your audio source, and then you have these buttons to change through the menu system. This top one will give you, in this particular case, 2 options, phone or radio. So you just rest on the one you want, it'll go there. This other one will pull up more options, and when you push that, you notice it changes the buttons. So these buttons right here are no longer volumed while you have it in this mode. You push this again to exit out. Your Bluetooth controls are down here, answer, hang up, and then you have a voice recognition system for making phone calls. Windshield wiper controls are there on the right side. Turn signals on the left, but you also have your headlight controls. So you have off, parking, headlights on, and your fog lights are controlled here. And check out how simple these gauges are. It's very white lettering popping out of black. It's very easy to focus on. You have your RPMs there on the left side, your speedometer nice big in the middle, and then on the right side is your fuel gauge and fuel economy, trips and a clock and all that stuff. Outside temperature as well. You can push this button up here and you can cycle through, get more information, including the oil life. Four-way flashers are here, and I like the way this is soft touch around the outside of the touchscreen. Touchscreen does have a volume knob. There's a soft touch buttons here on the left side. So you have home, your menu that you can go into. I guess it depends on the certain screen you're in, and same thing with the back. So let's get, you're in home now. Let's go to the audio. Presets there at the bottom. Nice big clock, easy to read. You can change the audio source here. So you have AM, FM, USB, iPad, Bluetooth, Pandora. You also have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto capabilities by going to your smartphone connection here, and you can pair your phone. You also have the Honda Link app that you can use on your phone. You can also add things in here as well. You can see most everything is empty except for that first screen, your home screen. Let's show you what the settings look like. Alright. Oh yeah, info. Let's go into that. So this will give you your fuel economy information. It's kind of like a little drive computer there, and you can keep an eye on what you're doing as far as the fuel economy and how, you know, it's kind of like a more advanced trip. So down here is your climate control, temperature, fan speed, where you want the air to blow. It's very simple, easy to use. You have the rear defroster, recirculate the air, and your air conditioning. Little tray right in here. And here's your shifter. So let's go ahead and put it in reverse so we can check out the backup camera. And the backup camera has the guidelines there and 3 different views. So we have really wide, more linear, and then more of a top-down view. Make sure you don't run over a tricycle or something. Neutral, drive, and then it has this S for sport mode, so this will be the opposite of the econ mode. So this will give you more performance, less fuel economy. Electronic parking brake is here, so you can lift it up to engage it, push it down to disengage it. Now it does have a little indicator there, so you can know that it's on, since there's no indicator here. So let's go ahead and push the brake, push this down, it'll release it, and it engages in the rear wheels. And then you have the brake hold feature, which will hold the brake for you while you're sitting at a stoplight or stop sign. And as soon as you push the accelerator, it'll release the brake. So you don't have to sit there and hold the brake the whole time with your foot while it's in drive. So down here is a little spot where you find your USB inputs. This is where you can do your smartphone connection, charge a device or whatever, and it has this little pad under here, and it passes through. So there's a 12-volt power supply on this side, so you can see it passes through, so you can put some stuff in there, and it's accessible for the driver and the passenger to use that little spot. Okay, so this is really neat. So you have like these bottle holders here, and you can see they go in there quite a ways. This center portion is removable as well. But check this out. You see this little button right here, and you have one on both sides. So let's go ahead and push this one, and it's going to do 2 things. It's going to raise the bottom, but also flip this out. So that way you can put a cup there. So instead of having a bottle holder, you have a cup holder, and it will keep a little tension on it to keep it from falling over. And it raises the floor, so that way you don't have a you know, put it like if you have a mug or a cup or something that's not going to go all the way to the bottom. Now it does have rollers. Let me move this out of the way. These right here, these little doors have rollers in them, so that way they don't catch your finger. So so let's say you have reach in there or whatever, it's not going to catch. And if you put something in there, let's say you put a cup or a bottle or whatever, you can press it and it'll keep pressure on it to keep it still too as well. So same thing on this side. Push that and it does those two actions. So that's pretty neat. You can always move this out of the way if you don't want to use it. Have one or the other or whatever, and you just push them down. Real easy, and it's pretty neat. It's unique, very unique. So this armrest moves forward and back. Soft to the touch, but not super soft. It's more rubbery, but it is soft. And it lifts up, and you have some more cargo space under here. You have a storage space there, and a little spot back here. It has a rubber mat at the very bottom. Rear view mirror has the manual day and night mode. Tap lights. Have a quick reading light. You also have mirrors in the visors. The visors are cloth. They also extend out. Okay, so let's look at the visibility in the back. So you can see the pillars get in the way a little bit, but not so bad. And the headrests are not up. The headrest could be a little bit of an obstruction there. Of course, once you have a passenger, their head's going to be an obstruction as well. So that gives you an idea of the visibility back there. All right, there you have it. 2019 Honda HR-V all-wheel drive in the sport trim level. And sport's a new trim level, by the way, and I think it's pretty cool, especially all the gloss black with the red. With this color combination, it looks really awesome to me. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you to East Coast Honda here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I'll see you guys next time.